Hey, welcome to the Spit Swallow Beer Review. I'm Jammer, he's Shagdog. Let's do this!
Yeah,
Hey.
I didn't know what to say. I was like, hey, Jammer, I'm doing Deadhead IPA by Distill Brewing.
I remember that one.
Hey, you did it 7 months ago, and it's a 91 by Beer Advocate, 6.9% ABV American IPA.
Well, Shagdog, I got this, I'm pretty sure it's Florida. Dang. It is called,
The FMB
what is this called?
Brewing.
FMB Brewing, Orlando, Florida. The double IPA will blow your doors off like Cat 5 does a double wide. Florida's beers help to make sure you never have to be without a porch pounder. Florida Man, a beer for occasions where a single just won't cut it. In and out of love. In and out of love. In and out of love. So that's what it says right here, Shagdog. The double wide trailer double IPA. The unique double IPA is homage to the bold spirit of the Sunshine State, combining a robust hop profile with notes of citrus, pine, and locally sourced honey. The double wide trailer packs a punch while maintaining a smooth and balanced finish. It's perfect choice for those who appreciate a smooth beer with depth, complexity, and a good hint of hoppy character.
Did you get that on Beer Advocate or
off their website?
I don't see it on Beer Advocate.
Whoa.
Untapped, it gets 3.6 out of 5. 67 IBUs there for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Cloudy.
Well, Shagdog, I'm going to tell you, my beer is an amber, golden amber. Golden amber with a frothy white head that sticks around like one uncle who never leaves the cookout.
It looks black from here.
What, my beer?
Yeah. The dark amber, huh?
Yeah, it's a dark amber. I mean, I can see it. It is a very dark amber, but it's golden, and got the
probably you got the light on the other side of the glass that we can't see as viewers.
What?
Mine looks more golden than it does here too. So yeah.
Can you see that now?
Yeah, a little bit of dark amber. Check out
see
mine.
It now?
See mine now? And now
yeah.
see it now?
Yeah, I see it. All right. Well, you got that headlight right there. That's the appearance, my friends. I'm going to dive into the aroma. Citrus, pine, a little tropical fruit. Malt is there, boy. Let me tell you. It almost smells a little diacetyl, Shagdog. You know what that means, right?
Right, a little buttery.
Yeah, buttery smell. Hey, I'm going to dive in. You go ahead and do yours, my friend.
Yeah, this is supposedly a true West Coast IPA. It's definitely citrusy. I'm not really picking up a lot of pine. More citrusy than anything. Juicy, citrusy, really. It smells great, if you ask me. I'm about to ready to try it. Let's do it.
Well, Shagdog, this has a big, bold, and not even pretending to be subtle or anything, but it's big and bold. It's got a resiny pine with a little juicy citrus. And it has a boozy kick there. What did you say this was, Shagdog?
The ABV or?
Yeah. Did I say it
9.5 according
9.5, yeah.
Yeah, according to Untapped.
That's what it says on the can here, 9.5. It's very resinous pine type flavor with a little juicy citrus and a boozy kick that says, yeah, I'm 9.5. You know, it's right there. It's got a malty backbone, so you know the maltiness is there, but it's it's the backbone. It's not in the forefront. The resonant pine is in the forefront, you know, and it's hop forward, like really hop forward. It's like a joyride without any kind of brakes or anything. It's just like, hey, I'm here. You're gonna love me. Jump on. Let's go for a ride.
Yeah, this is kind of. It's weird because on the nose it's more citrusy. On the taste, it's more of a slight pine citrusy taste, a little hop forward.
Mm-hmm.
It lingers a little bit, but it's wet. Leaves your mouth lingering with the wetness. Oh, it's not really bad. It's okay. A little dank, maybe a slight dankness in there.
Yeah, I mean that's something that I can relate to. I had the dankness. This one's got a slight dankness to it. It's smooth, it's medium bodied, but it's a little sticky actually. You know, it's kind of, you know,
one of those, yeah.
Yeah, and it's you know, it just kind of like sticks to you there. You know, but the dankness is there. I kind of get that slight, very faint, dirty dish rag. You know, dankness. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, the guys I watched last night did this. The one guy said there's no pininess at all. I'm not saying it's overly piney or anything, but there is a slight piney with the citrus, and or maybe it's the grapefruit. I don't know, but it's easy, clean drinking, very watery, not watery tasting, but wet, you know, mouthfeel. So that's pretty cool.
Hey, what kind of shoes can't make up their mind?
Clown shoes?
No, flip-flops.
Oh, you're right. I should have got that one. Yeah, I told my parents the seal. They were talking about blowing a seal on something. So I said, "Oh yeah, well, a seal went to a car broke down and went to the ice cream shop. Couldn't eat this because he's got flippers, or whatever. So I got fucking ice cream all over. He goes back to the shop and the mechanic told me, "Hey, I know what's wrong. You blew a seal." He goes, "No, I was in ice cream." Whatever. My mother's like, "Oh." She's like disgusted by me.
Oh, Shaggy.
Oh, Shagdog, you did it. Well, I said we were going to record these videos, and we went live on all of them. So,
yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
What can you do, right? It's a habit. We got lazy, What can I say? And I probably should record and go back. It's just so much easier going live.
I have to tell you, as far as I'm concerned, this beer it's all right. It's nothing impressive, but just the fact that it's a Florida beer and it's double white trailer.
Yeah, I lived in a double white before in Florida.
Yeah, but you didn't live in a flood zone or a hurricane evacuation zone.
Yeah. I tell you what, if I could do
the shame of it all. Go ahead.
I'd rather have a single wide and live by myself than a double wide and live with a family.
The shame of it is that some of these places that hadn't flooded in over 50 years, 30 years, 50 years, and the families owned the property all this time, now they're being hit with not only the flood insurance saying, hey, you got to pay this flood insurance now, right? But they're also hitting them with this idea that if the value of the home is so much of it is destroyed, like 50% of the home is like destroyed and it's going to be, then what you need to do is lift the elevation of the house. You have to lift the house up, the foundation of the house and so forth and everything like that. And you got to do X amount of work on it and everything. Well, these people that have lived there all those years and all that stuff, they can't afford that. So what happens? They have to sell. Guess who comes in and swoops in to buy this stuff? All these big corporations buying up all these houses. in order for them to either rent those houses out,
right,
or get enough of in the same area to be able to destroy them and build a condominium complex or an apartment complex or whatever like that. And it's going to be like Germany, because over in Germany, very few people own their own home over there.
wow. Yeah, they're saying they're a lot. They're trying to make, what do you call these communities where everything's in your community? The grocery store, everything you need in your life.
An inclusive community.
Yeah, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, more like communist community, basically.
That's more like a retirement facility.
Yeah, but they don't want you leaving. I mean, they would rather you stay in your area, not travel, and that's what they want. Really, they want people to.
The government wants that, because if you go out any further, you know what they're doing. Just like during COVID, when they were saying there was no truckers, and we can't get any truckers out there. There's no truckers on the road. We can't find anybody to haul this stuff. And then you go out there, and there's all these truckers galore, up and down the road for miles upon miles upon miles upon miles upon miles.
Yeah.
Upon miles.
They just want you to stay. They don't want you traveling. They want you to stay in your. It's like an open prison. They want you to stay in these communities. You got your little shopping mall, half mile down the road. You got your convenience store. You got this and that. Everything's within a 3-mile radius, and you don't have to go anywhere. Your entertainment. Yeah.
That's what they want, my brother.
Yeah, well, we're free to travel, just like Southwest Airlines.
Well, Shagdog, you know what I'm going to give this? I'm not too highly impressed by it, but it's not bad. So I'm going to give it a B- and a swallow and a quarter, because it's pretty easy to drink for a 9.5, even though it is an IPA and very resiny. But it's still enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm going to give this one I don't want to give it a B+, and I give it a swallow and a quarter and a B+. It's not too bad for a West Coast IPA.
Yeah, the West Coast IPAs aren't terrible. Of course, I kind of like the New England type IPAs.
Yeah, but there's been some New England IPAs I don't like either. So it's just a hit or miss for each.
I know.
Yeah,
you got a few New England IPAs that feel like, let's be bold and do this.
Yeah, you're like, wow, this is a New England IPA. Who would have known? Who would have thunk?
Yeah, who would have thunk it?
Yeah,
I agree. Yes, I agree, Shagdog. There is a dilemma when it comes to some beers.
I remember we did that sound effect with Magic Hat Black Lager on the video. It was like, dun, dun, dun. That's the intro we did. Dun, 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 dun. Magic Hat Black Lager.
Yeah.
So they had like I don't know if they had a werewolf on the label or something, some weird thing on the label for the Black Lager.
Beer is a wonderful thing, Shagdog.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Beer is a wonderful thing. It vibes. It envelops. It inspires.
Engulfs.
Engulfs you, yeah. It is a all-inclusive experience.
Yeah. There's no inclusion. It's just all-inclusive.
Yeah.
Everybody's invited. Then we don't have to we got to include these people because they're already included.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We may not include some people, but when they become included, because eventually they do, they have to bring their own damn beer.
What I hate about inclusion is everybody's been included already. I don't know what the hell they're talking about, inclusion. As far as I know, since 70s, 80s, especially the 80s, inclusion started.
My whole thing is this, okay, you hire these people for diversity, equity, and whatever,
Yeah, they used to call it, what they used to call it back in the old days, I can't remember now. They like to change words and make you forget about stuff. Yeah.
Well, my thing is this. I mean, they do that, the diversity and all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
The whole thing is this. If you have the experience, if you have the knowledge and everything like that, and you are the better pick for the job. Your personality fits. Everything is good, and you are the person for that job. You should get it.
Right. There should be diversity and inclusion when it comes to, well, when there is like actual racism, like, well, that guy's better, so there should be some type of program that make sure that shit doesn't happen. Well, he's better, but he's not of my ethnic origin, so I'm going to hire the guys of my ethnic origin. There should be something to can balance that somehow. I don't know.
Well, the whole thing is that most people, most business owners, most people in general would go by merit.
Right.
And they want you to go by color or sexual orientation or religion or whatever it is. You know, they want you to go by that crap instead of merit. And if you're a business owner, you want somebody who can do the job and do it well. So you're not going to pick by color. You're not going to pick by religion. You're not going to pick by sexual orientation. You're not going to pick by many different things. You're going to pick who can do the job and do it well and fit in with the rest of the crew.
The problem is they pick people, even the people that suppose they can do it well, on paper, they can do it well. Their resume or job history, when they get in there, and some of them are pieces of shits too.
Well, that is a given, you know. There is a chance of that happening, but, you know, overall...
You should have some way to test people so they can prove themselves. Now, if it's within the company and you prove yourself within the company or whatever, But
I'm just saying, in general, most people, most companies, most bosses want somebody by merit.
I remember where I work at, I won't mention the name, but when I first started working there's two guys that were team leads, and they were both going for the supervisor position. And they picked the one guy, I think, based on this, and it wasn't this, it was more this, because that's who all runs the place. And I was like, man, the other guy got people to work. He fucking knew stuff. The other guy only yells at a certain types. The other guy yelled at everybody. He didn't have no discrimination. Oh, he yelled at everybody about being lazy asses. The other one only yells at certain types of people. So, what's that tell you? It goes on both sides. It tells
you that in general, most companies are racist.
Yeah. At both sides, it don't fucking matter.
They're racist. They don't give a shit. Here's the thing: if you are like, let's take for instance, you are in the position of like Trump. You're the boss. You own the company. You want the best of whoever. You're gonna pick the best individuals for the job. Doesn't matter what they believe in. Doesn't matter what the color they are. Doesn't matter what sexual orientation they are. You're going to pick the best people for the job. And that means the best personality, the best knowledgeable person, the best experienced person. That complements each other. You're not going to pick the asshole. You might end up picking the asshole, but you're not going to pick the asshole on purpose.
The one that's just an asshole.
Yeah, you're gonna pick the one that has all
assholes, but knows all this shit.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I don't care if the person's an asshole. I'm gonna pick them because guess what? If they have the knowledge and experience and the skill, I'm gonna pick that fucking asshole.
I mean, if they're an asshole jammer, they should know all their shit. If they're actually an asshole, right?
Yeah. They know all their shit, and if I come at them and everything, and then they're going to be able to reply with all that shit.
I'll admit, though, Trump, some of his selections, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., I know he's got some good intentions with some of his stuff, but I think there should be somebody that's similar to him with medical experience.
Yeah.
So, not just somebody from the Kennedy family who doesn't believe in vaccines.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing I have a problem with there, Shagdog.
Oh, your mic went out. Your mic went out. Don't touch your microphone. There you go. Now it's loud.
That's the other thing I have a problem with, Shagdog, is this legacy type thing.
Holy,
I don't care if you're related to Kennedy or Clinton or Reagan or whoever, I don't give a shit. Can you hear me?
It's loud as shit now.
I can't hear you. Oh my God. What the hell happened?
Don't touch your microphone.
I don't hear you.
You should know from experience not to touch that microphone.
Oh my God. What the hell happened?
You touched your microphone.
Where'd you go?
Jesus. Your shit's louder than hell now.
Hey, because you're not on my speaker. You know, my headphones.
Yeah, you touched that microphone and it went out.
There we go. There we go.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so I don't care who you are. This whole thing about Kennedy. Why do we... I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something from the fact that we came from England and we had a king and queen and all that stuff. That we feel a need that we have to have the king and queen's daughter or son to take over.
Oh, you're talking about the legacy of the Kennedy family.
Yeah, I mean, this is bullshit. I mean,
here's
the thing. You had Bill Clinton, right? You had Bill Clinton as the president. He turned around, was the president, and all that stuff. Hillary, and don't get me wrong, a spouse can learn quite a bit while being there with their husband, who is the president.
Right.
They can learn quite a bit.
They're not going to be in all the secret meetings, but he's going to come home and tell her about shit.
But they can learn quite a bit on how to do things.
Right.
But that doesn't mean they're qualified. That doesn't mean they should get the job. That doesn't mean they should automatically be shuttled right into that position. Yeah. And that's how I feel that Hillary felt that she should have been right after Bill left office. She felt like she should be shuttled right into that new position to where they didn't leave office.
She became a senator, and then she became the Secretary of State or whatever with Obama.
And here's the thing about that. What experience did she hold to be able to become a senator? What experience did she hold to become...
I mean, as much as most other people, she was a lawyer, but still... I mean, and she's not, I don't even think she's a New York resident. How can you go to another state and become a senator?
Well, if you are funded by George Soros and all that stuff, then guess what? You can do whatever.
You should be able to come, like Rick Scott, becoming a senator and governor of Florida. He's not even a Florida resident. He just comes into Florida from Texas after he had his medical debacle with his insurance company or whatever it was. Becomes governor and then senator.
Well, the same thing goes for whenever he turned around and said, "We don't want your money for the speed train. We don't want you that." And then he turns around and gets with the people who are into that the bullet train and all that stuff like that, and to where he can make money. And then they say, "Oh, y'all need a bullet train," you know?
Yeah. Well, they had that federal money for all those years because that was voted a long time ago. He comes in. No, we don't need it. So how much interest did the state collect off that just sitting there all those years? And then they sent it back to federal. Supposedly they sent it back. I don't know.
Well, here's what I said. You know, he's now wanting to be the people who profit from being able to be able to get the money for that train, you know?
Oh, so they want to do it now. He wants to do it now.
He wants to do it now because he's connected with the people who would make money from it.
Yeah, Rick Scott, I don't like him at all. He can go.
He's one of those lizard people.
Yeah, every time I see him on TV, I get like very disturbed.
He is a lizard person. He's one of those ones.
He is not real.
He is a lizard in a human suit.
Yeah, Skeletor. Slick Rick, they call him. Yeah. I used to work with a guy. I used to work at the state, and the guy said when Rick Scott first became governor, and he's like taking away all these benefits from us as state employees. Some guy I worked with, the civilian side of my place I worked at, but he wrote, Rick Scott's office said, "If you fuck with my retirement, you better watch your back." And all of a sudden, like the next day, FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement agents, were at our institution arresting the dude at work and taking him in for questioning.
Yeah, but what is that? Why did they arrest him?
Well, I don't think they arrested him, but took him in for questioning or something. You know, it's like it was a threat with watch your back. going to the
governor's
office.
it is a threat to a degree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But he got fired too because of that.
But then again, it could be saying a warning. Hey,
better watch your back.
I personally wouldn't do anything.
That's
but you better watch your back because I know a lot of people who would kill you.
Yeah, you would think that should be your response when they got you in question, right? Yeah, I would just say watch your back because these are some crazy fucks I work with. I heard a few of them talking.
Yeah, that would have been my response.
Yeah,
I would have said, I was just trying to give them a heads up.
I heard all these people talking. You take this away from us, we're going to go up to Tallahassee and get that motherfucker.
Yeah,
so that's why I was saying, watch your back.
Yeah,
if you take my retirement away, that means you're taking theirs away too. So watch your back.
Exactly. If you really wanted to, you could explain it away.
And that guy was an old Vietnam vet too. He's like.
And that's the worst of it. He's a Vietnam vet that probably got spit on when he came back to the country and all that stuff and everything. Got mistreated and abused and everything else. Then you turn around and try to take his fucking retirement away.
Yeah, he did take a lot of benefits away from us. We had something called special comp where we didn't get paid for holiday pay. We got 8 hours like a vacation. We could use it later for vacation, or when we left, we could save all that up and cash it out when we left. So it was basically holiday pay that we could cash out later or use it for vacation time later. He made it so we had to start using that for vacation. So instead of using our regular vacation or sick time, he made it so we had to use that instead.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. People were pissed. I mean,
see, my opinion is this: if you're not taking your sick days and you're not taking any vacation time and all that stuff, that should be able to roll it over.
Yeah. Well,
if you're not using the time and everything like that, you should be able to cash it out or roll it over.
Yeah. Our vacation time rolled over, I believe, but there was a cap on the hours.
But I think what they should have done is allow you to roll over as much as you want. Because if you don't take a day off and you don't take a sick day and you don't take a vacation day, and you have all that sitting there.
Right.
All you're doing is postponing it. You're postponing it to a later date that you'll collect on. Right. Postponing it on. Granted, in reality, what you should be doing is cashing it out as quick as you can in order for you to take the money and invest it. But you push it aside until you retire, and then you got like 1,500 weeks to retire. Okay.
Yeah, my current workplace, 80 hours is cap on PTO vacation time, and then if you go over 80 during the physical year, then if you say you got 88 by the end of the physical year, they cash out those extra 8 hours to pay you for it. Then the next year, if you're at 120, they're going to cash out fucking 40 hours, and pay you for it. 80 hours of it. But shit, I haven't been close to 80 hours. Taking time off as much as I can.
Yeah.
You're right, Jammer.
Froze on me.
Yeah, you froze too. I must have been freezing though. That was probably me though.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right. You got one more, or are you done?
Nah. If you want to do one more, I would do one more, but I really think I probably should not.
Yeah, you probably should stop it because of your health reasons, and you're gonna work tonight.
Yeah, I definitely got to work tonight. So.
Yeah, you got to work at how many hours? Like 10 hours, right?
8.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you should stop. I'll do one more for the fans because they love me.
Well, shit, if you're going to do one more, I got to do one more.
I don't want you to stay up late. You got to get to work, be well rested.
Let's do one more.
All right. Let's get this one over with then.
All right. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and sharing. I'm Jammer.
And I am Shagdog. Great.
We will see you on the next one.
Yeah.